Welcome to the Kayla Lee Show. We're about to leave behind those old school beliefs and those low vibe limitations that lead you to exhaustion and to burnout as you grow your business. Together, we will explore how you can 2x your revenue in the next 90 days, how you can reclaim back 10 plus hours of your week, how you can rapidly create a multi-6-figure business or a 7-figure business in less than 12 months. Hey gorgeous, in this episode we are going to dive deep into boundaries. In the previous episode we actually spoke a little about a lot about tiger time and just how ruthless I am around my time and how ruthless I've becoming around my needs in my business and the needs of my family and the needs of my clients. I value my clients' success. I value presence with my babies and I value my business growth. To be able to create all of that without losing my fucking mind, I need to have boundaries. Those boundaries will support me to be able to show up for my clients, support me to be able to show up for my brides, to support me to show up for my babies, and to support me to show up in my business. And ultimately, if I don't have these boundaries in place, I start to become an absolute raging psycho. I build so much resentment to anybody who asks anything else from me because I've given too much away. So if I don't respect my boundaries or my boundaries have been crossed, if I don't value my own needs and enforce my boundaries or set those boundaries in place, I start to overgive. And when I overgive, it's because I'm overgiving to everyone and everything and I'm at the sacrifice of myself. Have you ever experienced that before? Have you ever experienced fitting in Felicia at 7:30 a.m. before your wedding starts because she's messaged you 2 days before and completely forgot that she hadn't organized her wedding hair for a wedding that she's attending. And so you thought, oh my gosh, poor Felicia. Felicia needs her hair done. I'm okay. I don't really need that coffee. It's fine. I'll fit you in. I'll do anything. I'll move a few clients around. I'll actually just... It's okay, Felicia. I'll be stressed driving to the wedding because I'm a little bit anxious around fitting clients in before a wedding because I'm nervous that I'll run late and obviously it's important that I arrive to my wedding on time. That's okay, Felicia. Don't worry. I'll fit you in. I'm just really excited that now I have to rush off to my wedding afterwards and I'm not stressed about that at all. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll make it work. It's fine. How many times have you said, I'll make it work? How many times have you said, yep, I'll squish you in somewhere. I'll make it work. It's fine. And then how do you feel after that? So how do you feel after you've made it work? And how do you feel after you fit them in? And how does it feel rushing to your wedding? And what does the rest of your day actually look like? What is the feeling that you have when you're driving to the bride's wedding? What is the feeling that you have as you're doing Felicia's hair? What is the feeling that you have when she arrives at your door and when she leaves? What is the feeling that you have when you arrive to your bride's wedding and you're like, if somebody asks one more thing outside of what I'm already booked to do, I'm probably going to lose my shit. Do you feel resentment? Is there like a bit of anger or frustration that's bubbling up inside of you waiting to explode? This is quite literally an example of your boundary being crossed and you not respecting your own needs in that moment of time. I know because I've been there, I've done it multiple times, and my clients in expansion and my VIP clients do it as well. This is one of the biggest challenges that we all have in business and especially in our industry because we're like dream weavers, like we create magic everywhere we go. Quite literally, we create magic. And when somebody comes to us when they're, in a spot of a moment of panic and they haven't booked their hair and they're freaking out, and we take it on ourselves that we need to fit them in and create magic. Just like when we're painting their face or just like when we're creating their hair, We create magic. However, it also comes at a sacrifice. It means that we sacrifice our needs to create magic. And we overgive and we continue to give everything to everyone at the sacrifice of ourselves and the sacrifice of our needs. This is one of the biggest challenges, is not feeling guilty when you say no. And so we want to avoid feeling guilty, so we say yes. And we want to make our clients feel incredibly happy, so we say yes. And it's only when we've said yes and the time comes and we're like, why the fuck did we say yes? Why? Have you ever experienced this before? This is an example of having no boundaries in business. This is an example of having no boundaries for your own needs. This is an example of putting your clients first, overgiving, overcompensating, people pleasing, and truly not valuing what your needs are. If you've crossed your boundaries, if you've overgiven, and if there doesn't feel like there's a balanced energetic exchange, you'll start to feel irritable, frustrated, angry at yourself, angry at your clients, angry at saying yes, because you didn't set boundaries and you didn't value your needs, right? But what if you started to value your needs? What if you started to protect your time like a tiger? What if you started to see that it's not you being selfish? It's not you being, what's the word? It's escaped me. It's not coming. It's not coming. It's not you being selfish, putting your needs first. It's not you being selfish, putting your needs even on the list. For example, I found it a lot easier to put boundaries in place after I had my babies, because I found myself when I had my first boy, Elliot, I literally was still working evenings, and to work evenings, I was working up until 8 or 9 o'clock just to, do colors and cuts for my clients, because previously I was offering after hours for my clients, right? Then Elliot came along and I just found myself literally in the room painting a head of hair, blow drying the head of hair, and then I just heard him crying and I was like, I don't even want to be here. This is the last place in the world that I want to be. My baby is crying, he needs me, and I'm here doing hair after hours and I'm fucking tired. And I started to build resentment and anger and frustration, because I was like, I don't even want to be doing this. This is not even what is lighting me up. My baby is next door and I can hear him screaming and he needs me. And yet here I am doing hair outside of the hours that I actually want to do, ultimately to make my clients happy, because I didn't want to let them down. I didn't want to feel guilty for letting them down. I didn't want to upset them. I didn't want to make them angry. I truly valued what would make them happier over my own happiness, over the happiness of my own baby. And when I had this realization, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? And then I started to realize that not only are my needs important, my baby's needs are important. And who I am as a mum is absolutely important. And so that will override my needs for wanting to people please and overgive to my clients. And so now, as my business has evolved and I've had multiple babies, it's become so much more easier for me to be really clear about my boundaries and to be really refined about my work hours and the days that I'm available for certain things. And I'm building 2 businesses. I've got 2 multi-6-figure businesses and they both need me. And I cannot sacrifice my boundaries as a mum, and I cannot sacrifice my boundaries as a business owner to be able to really show up and give my undivided present attention to every aspect of my businesses or every aspect in my personal or family life. And so I would love to encourage you, beautiful. Where does this conversation, where does it feel in your body? Like, is this sparking? Like, is this really hitting home? Are you feeling like this is landing for you? Do you see yourself in my story? Do you feel like you want to be more upfront and clear around your needs and your boundaries with your clients, or even your needs and boundaries that you have with your family or your partner or your friends. Like, this could really be a conversation that will overflow into all aspects of your life. If you are allowing your boundaries to be crossed in business or with clients, it is more than likely possible that you are allowing that to happen with your partners and your kids and your friends or your family, right? It's innately within us to want to overgive, and as mums especially, we want to overgive and make everybody happy, and we want to we just want to feel loved and all of the things, right? And so that's what we can do with our clients. That's what we can do in our business. I found myself, when I even first started mentoring, I would be like, yes, I'll book you in when suits you. I remember taking on calls at 6:30 in the morning at one point, because I was like, on a Sunday as well, because I was like so excited to welcome new women into my world. And then as my business has grown and developed, I realized this is not sustainable. This is not sustainable for me to continue overgiving and making myself available at all hours of the day and night and all hours of the week just to make and ensure other people are happy. So I would want to invite you, gorgeous, where are you doing this in your business? Where are you doing this in your life? Are you doing it with your friends, your family, your kids, your business, or your clients? Is this showing up? And I want to encourage you, gorgeous, that it's not selfish for you to put your needs first. It's not selfish for you to become a tiger around your time. It is not selfish for you to respect what your needs are in business and in life. If you don't feel incredibly lit up or happy around your work hours, then what would light you up around your work hours? If you don't feel incredibly lit up by the offers that you are, offering your clients in your business right now, well, what would light you up? What isn't lighting you up? What do you love and what do you not love? Your feelings will quite literally determine and show you what really is aligned for you, what feels good for you. Are your boundaries and needs being completely forgotten about just to make your clients happy? So for example, my work hours didn't feel aligned for me, so I started to build resentment and anger and frustration for every client that I was doing after 5 p.m. because I was like, this doesn't feel good for me anymore. My babies are going to bed. I want to cuddle them. They're my babies. And so I want to invite you, beautiful, to think in more depth, like what truly lights you up. When you do feel resentment towards a client, why are you feeling that resentment towards a client? Are you saying yes when you should be saying no? Are you saying yes when it's maybe? Are you saying yes just to purely make your clients happy? Are you valuing your own needs and your own time efficiently? Are you valuing you and what your needs are and what your family needs are? This is a powerful conversation, and this is quite literally one of the biggest challenges that my clients have is boundary and time management. And honestly, like I've shared, boundaries took me a very long time because the guilt that came with boundaries and the selfishness that came with boundaries, I had a fear that I was letting people down. But I want to promise you, I want to inspire you, I want to motivate you to see that becoming a tiger around your boundaries and your time actually means that you're more present. It means that you can provide more incredible experiences for your clients, for your babies, for your business, and for everything that you do in life. I hope this conversation has helped you, beautiful. Thank you for joining me today, gorgeous. If you're loving this episode, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could take a screenshot, share and tag me in all of your socials. I love seeing this podcast reach as many ears because I want to help so many women access more time, more revenue, more growth in their business without sacrifice. This is my absolute goal for this podcast. So don't forget to hit subscribe or follow and leave an epic 5-star review, because for every review, you will receive free access to my Ignite Master Course, which was worth $2,991. So Ignite was a 3-hour business growth conversation to help you overcome your challenges, accelerate your business, and implement strategies that will help you to access more revenue, more time, and more growth, and help you to create the lifestyle and business of your dreams in the next 12 months. For every review, I will send you through access for Ignite Master Course. This is insanely epic. So once you've left your review, send me a DM with the word Ignite, and I'll send you through your discount code so you can access Ignite for free, gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you in the next episode.